Glad to have you with us from Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Here comes the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Looking for a man, it's Lowry. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Bennett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Odom. Fires on the move. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Ooh, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Buckley. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Broncos have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Try to get it to the edge. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. That's caught. It's Bennett. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Odom. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Just keep slinging it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Nice move there. Oh, he's still got more! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. You just got to make the catch.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Odom. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Bullock. There he goes! Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Now on the option. And that ball's free behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Second down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Let's send the tight end in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Odom. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bullock. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man in the middle.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And some room to work. Past the 45. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Buckley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Bullock. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Bennett. Finds a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Wallace. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Caught behind the line, it's Bennett. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Fires left. That pass is incomplete.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space and couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll ride the hot hand. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
This defense, with its back to the wall, has been a wall. Now, 4th and goal. What do you think?
Well, if I'm the defense, shoot, I've stuffed you a couple times in a row. I've put that doubt in your head, so I want you to go for it. I'm going to get another stop.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, better look out! Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The give to the back. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a 1st down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. To the air, it's Odom. Bringing the heat. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Got rid of it just in time. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.